A song hits the perfect note, and without deciding to, your skin reacts. Tiny bumps rise across your arms. The hair stands on end. You call them goosebumps. You've felt them 1,000 times, but you have never once chosen to make them happen. That's the strange part. Goosebumps are something your body does to you, not something you do. And the reason why is older than your species. Look at your arm. Right now, the skin is smooth, but under it sits a tiny muscle wrapped around the base of every hair. It's called the arrector pili. When it contracts, it tugs the hair upright and pushes the skin around it into a bump. You have millions of them, and they are all waiting for a signal you can't control. That signal is ancient. Charles Darwin wrote about it in 1872. He noticed that humans bristle in fear and in cold, the same way a frightened cat or an angry dog does. He saw that we were doing something animals do. He just couldn't say why we still did it. Here's why. Picture your distant ancestors, covered in hair. When a cold wind hit, those little muscles pulled every hair upright. Raised fur traps a layer of warm air against the skin. It's insulation, built in. Your cat does it every winter. And when a predator came close, the same reflex fired. Every hair stood up at once, and the animal doubled in size. A puffed-up cat, a bristling wolf. Bigger looks stronger. Fear made you look dangerous. So the reflex had two jobs: keep you warm, make you look big. For millions of years, it worked. Then something changed. Your ancestors lost their fur. The thick coat shrank to the thin covering you have now. But the machinery underneath never left. The muscles stayed. The nerves stayed. The reflex stayed. So today, when you're cold, those muscles still fire. They still pull your hairs upright, trying to fluff a coat that isn't there. The bumps rise. The warmth never comes. You are running software for hardware you no longer have. But that's only half the mystery. Because you don't just get goosebumps when you're cold. You get them from a song, from a memory, from a moment that steals your breath. Why would fear and fur wiring fire during a piece of music? The answer is that emotion and survival share the same circuit. When something overwhelms you, your body releases a rush of adrenaline, the same chemical that floods you in danger. Researchers who study these chills call the feeling Frisson. Neuroscientist Matthew Sachs found that people who get chills from music have more nerve fibers connecting the parts of the brain that handle sound and emotion. Their feelings and their bodies are wired more tightly together. So awe borrows the alarm. A beautiful sound trips the same wire a charging predator once did, and your skin answers the only way it knows how. And there may be a deeper reason the reflex survived at all. In 2020, a Harvard team led by Yachieshu found something no one expected. The very nerve that fires your goosebumps also reaches down and touches the stem cells that grow new hair. Under lasting cold, that same signal tells the follicle to build more hair over time. Think about what that means. Goosebumps aren't just a leftover. They may be a bridge, a short-term reflex wired to a long-term command. Get colder, grow a coat. The instinct to raise your fur and the instinct to grow it are the same instinct. Your body still believes it can do this. Every time you shiver, it tries. So the next time your arm prickles in the cold, or a song lifts the hair on the back of your neck, remember what you are actually watching. Not a quirk, not a glitch. A reflex your ancestors wore for warmth and wielded for survival, still firing in a body that forgot it lost its fur. A song hits the perfect note. Your skin rises. That's not a chill. That's something ancient in you, reaching for a coat that isn't there anymore.